My memory is that we travel along the road bare feet. The heat it was so intense, and even though I was told our journey was only a week long, but I feel like it was never ending. I do remember like hundreds and hundreds of thousands of family actually are moving that same direction, and then I remember us not having anything to eat. We was actually not to eat but drink. I remember being really thirsty. We asked our dad for some water, and I see other people have, and they have enough food, and we don't. So my dad was like in desperate, and he actually asked somebody if he can take a small portion of work. He go buy like cooking oil, and resell it, and he used with the profit to provide us the food. And so I do remember when we go, and I guess in the wood, and like a tall grass and a rice paddy. I mean, it was really green, not dry like this. And then next thing I know that my family left me behind, so I was crying, I was desperate, and I was like, anybody that coming back to Cambodia, go back to Battambang, I will follow them, because my family was gone. But if no one, it seemed like I was lost by myself completely. There's nobody moving forward, there's nobody going backwards, so I have no choice but to continue. And sure enough, hours later, I catch up with my families in the jungle. So, and I do remember I was instructed to follow the footstep, like the path. Do not step out that line, because I may step on a landmine or booby trap. So if you see any fresh branch cut and put over, do not step on it. Just follow the trail where people ahead of us lead us. And I remember that my brother, Watana, we call Mao, he was about 5. My father had him on, piggyback most of the time, but when you get to the dry land, let him run loose. He almost got all of us killed, because he saw like this one area with like white powder. People ahead of us, they mark it, they let us know it's a landmine. So he came that close. I think my dad was fast enough to grab him just before, because if he's the landmine, all of us would have blown up. Yeah. So it was a very dangerous journey. And when we finally get to, border of Thailand, we're not allowed to go in. There's no refugee camp just yet. I remember going days without having any food to eat. I do remember while we travel in group that they were not happy, because my parents, we have the baby travel with us. People feel like if they're with us, then we put their life in danger. Because, the Khmer Rouge are in the jungle, the Vietnamese troops are also there. So every time they hear footsteps other than people who travel with, we're instructed to drop and roll. And that's when I do remember I rolled into a ditch. I landed on a corpse and been dead for days. The fly were buzzing. But I know enough that if I scream, I would have everybody killed. So yes, despite the smell, the horrible smell of a dead corpse, I managed to keep myself calm. Yeah.